Hey, what is going on, everybody? Tom from Tom's Randomness, and today I wanted to talk about a few cool pickups I got from a local coin store. I've been going to my local coin store for over 10 years, and I've created a good relationship with not only the management but the ownership and stuff, and I've been able to just be a good customer, and I think that goes a long way. I've talked about this in a lot of my videos. You always want to be cordial, respectful. Don't waste their time. They're very limited in time, and so when you go in there, have an idea of kind of what you want, but also be very, um, just be a good person to them, and they'll be a good person to you. I don't know exactly how else to say that, so we'll just leave it at that. But I did get some awesome things, and like I said, so I have a good relationship with my local coin store. I've been going there for over 10 years, about 10 years, if not over 10 years, and have been purchasing a lot of silver, gold coins, etc. from them for a long, long time. So whenever they get something unique in, or they get something in that they got on a good deal or whatever, they always like to show me stuff because they know kind of what I'm doing as far as these Mystery Coin grab bags go. So whenever they get something unique in that they think would be cool and those type of things, they always kind of give me a shot at getting it. So this past time I went, I actually went just to get more wheat cents. Literally, why I went was to get more wheat cents because I have a ton of other stuff for the Mystery Coin grab bags. With those wheat cents, that's one of my favorite items to put into my Mystery Coin grab bags. So those of you out there who review Mystery Coin grab bags, make sure you go through those wheat cents on camera because I like to put stuff in them that ain't supposed to be there. And those of you who've got them know that I try to make them exceptional or more value than the number that I write on the side. Often cases you'll find a variety of things that are not just wheat cents. So please be sure you go through those and consider them when you're doing a Mystery Coin grab bag, because that's my favorite part to put in these videos, or the bags. Anyway, so with that said, we do have a few inventoried bags already made up that do contain the wheat cents, but for the time being, until my order is filled at the local coin store, I do not have rolls of wheat cents to put in future orders. So before I jump into I want to show you stuff, let me go over kind of what you can expect at the different levels of coin grab bags. So in our $25 mystery coin grab bag, I try to put as many coins as I can, based on relative value. It's $25. There may be something wrong with the shipping on that one. I haven't figured out why, but somebody actually got charged shipping, which none of it's supposed to. But if it does charge you shipping, don't get upset. I will refund you the shipping cost. I've already had to do it once, and I will always try to make it right. So some of the common things that you'll find, are, Barber dimes. This happens to be a 1914 Denver, which is a little bit better probably because it has the Denver Mint mark. One of the coins that we've talked about before, war nickels. They're really one of my favorite coins, if I'm being honest, and they're just unique in that they were minted because of a shortage of copper. So they replaced the copper with silver, and so that's why you have the 35% war nickel. Then we have, okay, here we go. So here's a 1893 Barber quarter. So in the $25 value, it's hard to put a Barber half. It's really hard to put any half dollars in there because most half dollars are going to be worth, $9 to $10. But I do occasionally get, like the Kennedys or even Walking Liberty, more common walkers or Benjis or something like that'll go in here. This is, again, just an example of what you can expect. So that was an 1893 O Barber. It's in pretty decent shape, but it's got kind of an ugly tone to it. So I think on there it's just $8. Then we have a really nice 1908 Indian head cent. Now the lighting is not doing me any favors, but there you go. You get a good idea of what he looks like there. And then we have a 1969 40%er. This one is probably AU or UNC. Probably, $4 or $5 in uncirculated condition. Some of the values that are on these are relative. Some of them are, you be the judge. You're paying for it, so you'll want to scrutinize it or whatever. So you put the value on them. I guess I do sometimes put circulated 40%ers in, but they're usually only going to get like a $3 or $4. I basically give them melt value plus 10%. Just that's what I do. for 40 percenters. They're just not a super high demand. And even in like the Red Book 2023 edition here, I'll give you just a quick reference. Sorry, I don't want to make this video longer than it has to be, because I want to get to the cool part. All right, so 40% Kennedy half. Yeah, and as I said, you know, most of your in Red Book good for condition, most, or VF20, I guess, in the modern stuffs, you know, they're saying like 12, 13 bucks for a $50 value. So here we go. So the 1970, 60, let's see, this is 69, I think, Denver, 69 Denver, you know, in mint state, 63, $6. So I mean, they're not a ton of value there, but you know, six bucks. I put 5 on it, so it's not going to go very high grade. This one, just because it's got some toning on the face, but whatever. And the other thing in this particular set is an 1980 proof set. Now, I have not went through these to search for any errors or anything. In fact, I have no idea if the 1980s were one of them that contained errors, but you're getting a proof Susan B. Anthony, a proof Kennedy 1980, a proof quarter, nickel, dime, and penny. So you're getting a little bit of value there as well. I don't know what the total value was on that, but we'll just go off the numbers on the cards here. So 5, 10, 18, 20, 25, and then the proof set's basically the filler coins, if you will. But yeah, so that's the $25. That's what you kind of want to expect. I think that's a pretty cool put together for 25 bucks. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on that. And then you move up to the $50. And here, sorry, I moved the camera there. So in the $50, you're going to get a little bit better coins. It's more coins, and some of them are going to be a little better. So I picked up this really nice Barber, and it's hard to tell on the camera, but unfortunately it looks like somebody did clean it. And because somebody did clean it, you know, I downgraded it. I think it's probably an EF40 or high VF. So I put VF plus details cleaned. And I think in EF, this is a $30 coin. And in VF, it's a $15 coin. But I put a $10 value just because it had been cleaned. Still a fantastic filler coin. Very good details. I should say extra fine details. But then we have an 1884, so an older, I'd say a less likely or a less common Indian head cent there, a $5 value on that guy there. Still good details, but probably only a good 4 to good 6 coin, but older. So obviously you can expect it to be a little bit more. Okay, and here's it's an error, mint error. I think it's called a plancha error. This is a 1943 war nickel. 35% silver, but on the back, what looks like damage is actually a lamination error. So you have an error, planchet error, or something like that. I don't know. Somebody in the comments will correct me, I hope. And then in this one, I somehow do have another 40%er in this one. I think just is kind of a filler. This is a little nicer one there. So probably a mint state 63 or higher. Oh, this one, okay. So maybe this was just a filler coin, I don't know. But yeah, so another one there, uncirculated. Looks like uncirculated. Then we have an 1898 S Barber. And this one's got some decent detail, probably a good VG. The back is in good condition. The front might be a little bit better. You can't really see the Liberty, so it's probably gonna, you know, net grade to a good 4. And you know, it's probably, I don't know what the book says on it, but you know, I put a $20 value on that because those are the older ones with the estimate mark, and like the 15s are tougher. So then you got a 1916 D Barber quarter that's got a $7 value, and then I'm going to break for a second and talk about the local pickup. So this coin is actually included in this value, but this is one of the cool pieces that I got in my local coin store that they were able to get for a really good buy. It's a 1964 90% Kennedy proof, and then each one of these has a quote or saying from the president at the time, or then, well, 1964 he was the previous president, unfortunate circumstances. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And I was able to get a stack of those, like almost a whole set from 1971, I think, to 1993. I did take the 1993 out because I'm trying to get my girlfriend into coin collecting, and so I gave her the 1993. But every one of these is a proof Kennedy, as you can see. They're all proof Kennedys, and they all contain a quote. And one that really stood out to me, as you guys might know by now, I really love history. And this one, it's kind of a sombering thing, but it's really interesting. And not to get into the political stuff, but this coin here is the 1971 Proof Kennedy. And the picture on the front is arriving at Love Field November 22nd, 1963. So some of you may know that the president unfortunately was assassinated on his trip to Texas in 1963. And he had this speech prepared, and this is a quote from it. "Our duty as a party is not to our party alone, but to the nation and indeed to all mankind. Our duty is not merely the preservation of political power, but the preservation of peace and freedom." That really hit hard for me because it still applies today. It's incredible to me. And this says, November 22nd, 1963, remarks to have been delivered in Austin. So those of you who are familiar with the history, he wasn't able to make that speech. And it's unfortunate because that would have been a good speech. But anyway, so that is one of the cool pickups I picked up. And then if you've seen in the thumbnail, I actually have a Roosevelt dime display. And the silver bar that's on that in the display or in that picture is actually the giveaway for one of the customers who purchases one or more of our mystery coin grab bags. Now, with Christmas approaching, I want to encourage, I guess, if you're planning on buying one of these for friends or family for Christmas, get your orders in because, as you all know, the post office seems to start getting bogged down about this time of year every year. And so if you're wanting to make a few purchases, the sooner the better. I try to ship them out as fast as the orders come in. You know, with Veterans Day, I think it took me an extra day to get these ones shipped out, but be sure to get your orders in. And if you're a veteran, I want to encourage you to use coupon code VET to get 5% off. Now back to the $100 mystery coin grab bag. So let me know your thoughts on the 50 and the 25. And those are variations. Every single one is a little bit different. I'm able to get in coins, you know, like I said, I try to buy every week coins to make these mystery coin grab bags. But I do it because I love collecting coins and I love looking through them. And my girlfriend actually enjoys looking through them with me, which is awesome. So this is the $100 mystery coin grab bag. Now at this time, I don't know what exactly for sure I'm going to be doing with those Kennedy proofs, but they are super neat. I don't really know what value to put on them yet, so I'm going to look them up, and they'll probably end up going into the mystery coin grab bags, or I don't know yet, but maybe do some giveaways, or you know, if you have any specific date for your birth dates or something, comment down below and maybe we can work something out on them. But I don't really want to break it up yet, so I'm not sure what I'll do with it. But again, the 64 one, you know, being a 90% silver, that's why it made its way into a mystery coin grab bag. The other ones are just proofs, so they're not silver. All right, so the $100 mystery coin grab bag, as somebody is collecting leaves outside, I apologize for the background noise. We actually have this 1 ounce silver Canadian, not maple leaf, because it's got Superman on the back. And the coin store had that one for 45 bucks. I don't know, you can look them up. I think I put a $40 valuation on it. Then we have a 1917 S Walking Liberty $50. Now this one's obviously circulated, but it's I think the second year of the Walking Liberty, so it would be a great book filler or gift for somebody. And then we've got the 1915 D. Now if this thing didn't have that little rim ding on it, which it's got a rim ding on it somewhere because I wrote it right on here. Oh, it's actually right there. You can see it there. If you can see it in the camera, it's hard to see, but it's got a little rim ding on it. But this one here is a 1915 Denver, and I was talking about this earlier. This one actually has traces of Liberty. So it actually has LI, and then you can see T-Y, so it's missing the B-E-R. Call it the burless. The burless, wait, no, never mind, forget I said that. So this one's in pretty good shape other than the rim ding, a 1915 grade album filler, and 1915S, I believe is what I said, or no, D, 1915D. So that's a nice one. I only have a $12 value because it is considered probably damaged. If it's straight graded, it'd probably be 20, 25 bucks. All right, and then we got a really, really good details here, probably VF details, 1912S. Barber, dark toned all the way around. Good natural color, I think. But good details, really, really strong details. I don't know on this one if I can see Liberty or not. I don't think so. Actually, I think you can a little bit. I think I can see some of the letters in there, but it's a good looking coin. And then here is a really, really toned 1905 Barber. Now, in the book, this says 32 bucks in good shape. And, you know, this one is just, it's dark. So I don't know, you know, what value to put on it. So I just put 20. But nonetheless, a really cool coin. And if you knew how to conserve it to bring back kind of the original look, it's definitely probably been dug or something, I don't know, but it's absolutely got some strong detail on it. It was a good struck coin, and so I had that one in there, and it's a lower mintage, that's why the value's higher, but cool nonetheless. And barber quarters are very cool, especially when you can get them with decent details. They're most of the time that I find them, they are completely smooth, with no Liberty intact or anything like that. And then in this one we have a Proof 69 Ultra Cameo slab, and then there's one more slab somewhere, I don't know where it is, but we have other slabs that we'll put in there as well. So that gives you just an idea, a brief, quick overview of what's, not brief or quick, 17-minute video, of what is in these videos, or what is in these grab bags. So it gives you kind of an idea if you want to make, if you're on the fence about buying one, this will give you an idea of if it's worth it or not. But I try, like I said, I aim to put the retail value above what you pay, so that if you want to keep a few, you can still probably sell some and get it for, you know, a reasonable price. I will have wheat cents again soon, and when I do, obviously I will, if I haven't got wheat cents in the bags, I might open them back up and put them in them, because that is my favorite part. Very seriously love wheat cents. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was way longer than I intended for it to be. Again, check out the link in the description if you're interested in purchasing a mystery coin grab bag. I literally try to make sure you get a great value, and you know, I'm not making a ton on them, so I hope that when you get them, you feel like you got a great deal. Good luck, God bless. Use coupon code VET at checkout for 5% off, and I'll see you all in the next one.